Good day, everyone. We want to talk on fraction and we want to work on addition of fraction with equal denominator. So we have two examples in order to explain this. And the first example that I'm having on the board is example A. Example A, we have to add 2/5 plus 1/5. This is simple because the denominators are the same. Anytime you are adding or subtracting fraction whose denominator are equal, it is simple to do. So what you do is to pick, since the denominator are the same, pick one to represent both and you add what is at the top. What is at the top of each fraction is what you call the numerator. You add the numerator as you pick the denominator. And if you are doing that, you are going to have 2 plus 1. So in the next step, we are going to have 2 plus 1, which is what? 3/5. So this is what you do whenever you are solving fraction. Either you are adding fraction together, but if the fraction involve denominator that are the same, this is what you do. This is only applicable to fraction whose denominators are the same. You don't do it to fraction whose denominators are not the same. So we are going to talk about that, and we will solve problem about fraction whose denominator are different. I will show you how we are going to do it in our subsequent lesson. So but today we are dealing with addition of fraction with equal denominator. So now let's look at the second problem. The second problem, we are having two whole number, 2/7 plus one whole number, 1/7. So we have two methods of solving this particular problem. If you look at this problem, we are having two mixed number. It is mixed number because if you compare it with the one we solved, this is just a fraction, but these numbers here, they are having both fraction and whole number. So we call it mixed number because it contains whole number and fraction. So now how do we solve this? With the first method, method 1. I call the first method I want to use method 1. I call the first method method 1. So the first method, which is method 1, in the first method you are going to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. How do you achieve that? You multiply the whole number by the denominator. When you do that, after doing that, you now add what? The numerator. So let's do it for this, then for this. So for the first one, we are going to have 2 times 7. When you do that, 2 times 7 is going to be 14. Then you add 2. 2 times 7, 14 plus 2. That is going to be 16. So you have 16/7. Then you put your plus. Do the same thing for the second fraction. 1 multiplied by 7, we have 7, then plus 1. That is 8/7. So the next thing we are going to do, as we observe, just like what we have with this first example, we have the denominator to be equal. This one now also have the same denominator, which is 7. Just as we pick for the previous one, we are going to pick 7 for both of them, and after doing that, we are going to add the numerator. Remember, I told you can only do this when the denominator are equal, otherwise it will be wrong. So now 16 plus 8, that will give us 24 over 7. And if you look at this is improper fraction. Why do we say it's improper fraction? Because 24 is bigger than 7. And this, you can say that you can compare it this way to differentiate it. This is 24. Let's say this is a child of 24 years and this is a child of what? 7 years carrying a child of 24 years. This is improper. So with that, we are going to reduce this fraction such that this 7 will have a lighter number to carry. So how do we achieve that? So we ask ourselves, how many 7 can we get in 24? We are going to have 3. So that is going to be 3 whole number. So when we have 3 times 7 is 21. So if we remove 21 from 24, what is left for 7 to carry is 3, which is lesser than what? Which is smaller than 7. So it is easier for 7 to carry 3. So that is how you solve this. So this is what we get for the first method. So now let's consider the second method. Let's consider the second method, which is method 2. In method 2, unlike in method 1, where we change the mixed fraction to improper fraction, in method 2 we are not going to do that. We are just going to collect like time. You know that in each of the fraction, in each of the number, we have both whole number and a fraction. So we are going to collect whole number together because they are alike. Then we collect fraction together because they are also alike. So doing that, we are having 2 plus 1. So we have collected the whole number first. Then immediately you do that, you add plus. So after the plus, then the fraction will follow. You always do this even when you are doing subtraction. You must follow with plus. So now let's collect our fraction. Our fraction, the first one is 2 over 7, then plus 1 over 7. So now we move to the next step. The next step, we have to add the like time. The first like time is our own number. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. We put our plus. Then we now want to add fraction. Already the fraction now has equal denominator. So now we can take the denominator. We take 1 to represent both. So what do? We add the numerator. So when we do that, we are having 3 whole number plus 2 plus 1 is what? 3 over 7. So when we arrive at this stage, what we need to do is to remove the plus and join them together. So when we do that, we are having 3 whole number 3 over 7, which is the same thing as the same answer as that of method 1. You can see that it is easy to solve fraction with equal denominator. When you are adding it, it is easy. With this example, we will be able to explain it. I believe you have learned one thing today, so I want you to help us to share, like, and subscribe. So in our next class, we are going to consider subtraction of fraction with equal denominator. Then after that, we are going to consider addition of fraction with different denominator. Please follow us as we advance in the lesson. God bless you.